Tiffin. And you can just look at me the whole time. Alright.
So start by telling us what kind of happened here, when you guys get out here, all that stuff.
Yeah, so earlier this evening we received a report of an active working fire at the University Apartments here, 186 West Market Street. I'm sorry, 186 East Market Street. The fire appears to have started on the first floor near the back of the building. Because of the type of construction, it was able to extend upward into the 2 floors above. We had fire in several different apartments. Everybody had evacuated upon our arrival at the scene. There was a couple of pets that we were able to rescue and get those out of the building, and the adjoining building right next to it that did have some smoke impingement into it.
You said some pets. Were there any injuries with pets or any injuries with humans?
We did transport one person that had sustained smoke inhalation to Tiffin Mercy Hospital, but otherwise everybody was okay.
Male, female?
I'm honestly not sure at this time. I was just told one person was transported.
With the cold weather that's taking place, how did that hinder your guys' operations? Obviously, you had a lot of firefighters here, but it is very cold. Did that play a hinder in the operations here?
Yeah, the cold certainly was not making things easy for us because of the amount of water that we had to use to try and extinguish the fire. A lot of water ends up on the ground, creates very slippery situations for us to try and operate in. We just have to move slower and more cautiously with everything we're doing. We did have mutual aid coming in from Clinton Township Fire, Bascom Fire, and from Fostoria Fire, just to provide additional manpower and apparatus in the event that anything should freeze up, that we'd have another engine ready to go. This is a large building with a lot of people that live in this. We didn't want to have any more damage done than what was going to happen anyway.
Do you know how many units are impacted or how many people we have?
I don't have a head count on the number of people that were living in the apartments yet. That'll probably be released with a later news release that we'll have. There were 6 units in the side of the building that was most significantly impacted, 12 units altogether.
So those have been evacuated, those people won't be able to go home tonight, I'm assuming?
No, those 6 apartments are not going to be habitable. There was a couple of apartments on the other side that had pretty significant smoke damage that we won't want people in tonight either.
What is going to happen with people?
So we've reached out to Red Cross, and they're going to be coordinating efforts to try and find temporary locations for them. We may also try and get, if there's any available units here in the University Apartment complex, so that the tenant manager can potentially try and relocate people temporarily to those units. But yeah, we're going to try and work with Red Cross primarily for that type of resource.
Being this year, were any students involved and the students impacted? Because I know it's almost beginning of semester.
Yeah, I know that there normally is students from Heidelberg University that may live here. I don't know if any of those students were impacted by the fire tonight.
Anything else? How are the firefighters doing? Do they have to get treated at all with cold weather or anything like that?
Because we were able to have enough firefighters here, we could kind of rotate people through. So I think everybody fared pretty well. We're looking forward to getting back to the station, getting the equipment cleaned up, apparatus back in service, and then a nice warm shower.
Any calls, I know it's early, but any calls on the fire, how it started?
At this point, we'll just call it under investigation. We'll be looking into that, probably more so tomorrow morning when we have some better light.